this is clearly the saddest video on the entire internet right now, and a cautionary tale of what's about to happen to the rest of the West, as the Eiffel Tower is encased in black smoke and surrounded by third world African invaders that were allowed to conquer the nation of France and its capital when many other civilized armies could not do so. A nation and city that survived 2 world wars in this century, now completely and totally conquered by the enemy, by those who wish to destroy it, those who have no connection to it, those who behave violently for the sake of violence, the demonic pleasure of destroying something that they didn't build and they don't understand, that their ancestors have no connection to, and therefore why not light it on fire? As they lit fires right here, the black smoke encasing the Eiffel Tower. You've never seen it like this. It is a cautionary tale for the rest of the West that things are about to get incredibly dangerous as you bring in unlimited numbers of refugees, migrants, and invaders from cultures that are incompatible with Western civilization. Things are about to get dangerous, and that's what we saw last night. Migrants attacking firemen with fireworks. They're attacking the firemen. They were commandeering emergency vehicles. They took over ambulances. This is exactly why the era of deportations has begun, saying members of parliament in Europe. But I fear that it's too late. Import the third world, become the third world, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen things get a little dangerous here in this country. And there's been a series of stories, and some ones that have been really quite terrifying, of passengers losing their minds or threatening to bomb airlines, planes, and we have a new situation, a hijacking that nearly happened in this country. A hijacking that actually did happen because a passenger tried to board a jet and then storm into the cockpit. I'll give you all the details of that. We've just been noticing a trend here. This from last month, Frontier Flight 2539 from Columbus to Atlanta just reported a passenger threatened to kill people on the plane and claimed to have a bomb on board. The plane was held at the gate, had to emergency land. Frontier labeled as a potential hijacking. Again, this is from last month. Frontier Airlines has been isolated in Atlanta for a level 3 threat and possibly here.
Frontier Flight 2539.
Okay, Frontier Flight 2539 have information about the level 3 threat, not level 4 threat, but level 3 threat. I'd like to relay.
Frontier 2539, Atlanta Tower, go ahead.
A black male, approximately 5'9", sitting in seat 3 Alpha. He's in his seat. He's already threatened to kill the lady that's sitting next to him, and he's saying that he has a bomb on board.
That's the emergency call. Has a bomb on board, threatening to kill people on the plane. They called it a potential hijacking because, of course, the plane was hijacked. And, of course, that's not the only one. Terrifying scenes here from earlier in the month of a Southwest flight. Bomb threat on a Nashville flight. This is a different flight entirely. Terrifying video shows Southwest passengers dragged off flight for security threat. And you can see here who the individual was right here. Funny how we never found out what his name was. We never found out where he was from. But here we go, harrowing footage of a passenger being removed from a Southwest flight, Nashville to Fort Lauderdale. He said he threatened that he had a bomb on board. Bomb threat on the Nashville flight, and they had to bring special forces on in order to remove the passenger, who was a young Middle Eastern man. Again, we have no follow-up on any of this. Why? I'm not sure. Anyway, what I'm saying is that there is a trend, as a horrifying trend. Some are saying zero media coverage, share this everywhere, and deport, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. United flight from Chicago makes emergency landing as passenger tried multiple attempts to breach the cockpit. Air traffic control audio shows the struggle to restrain the individual, and the plane landed in Madison, Wisconsin. Get a load of this.
Speed up your best as you can. We got a emergency aircraft inbound. If you can, keep it as tight as possible. And it's actually a situation where we might have to close the airfield due to potential hijack. So did you want to continue inbound to Madison or stay in Texas?
Madison approach at a 2005 emergency aircraft passing 15-7 for 11,000.
2005 Madison approach, descend and maintain 4,000, and information Mike is now current, winds calm, altimeter 29096, sky clear.
United 2005, roger, down to 4,000.
Yeah, 2005, expect vectors for the visual approach from a 36 unless you want a instrument approach.
No, vectors for the visual to 36 is fine.
So what's going on here? He says potential hijacking. United Airlines, bound for Minneapolis, had an emergency landing in Madison, Wisconsin after a passenger attempted to storm the cockpit multiple times. The flight, which took off from Chicago at 8 p.m., landed safely in Madison, Wisconsin. An unruly passenger. The flight landed in Madison's County Regional Airport 90 minutes after takeoff. While the United did not reveal the specific nature of the security concern, air traffic control reports that a passenger made multiple attempts to breach the cockpit. I do not believe they ever cuffed him, but they were able to finally get control of him after multiple attempts to breach the cockpit. I believe at this point they're seated and flanked by law enforcement on each side. The scanner audio from Dade County Sheriff's Office, reviewed by Fox News, reveal additional details of the incident. We're getting worried that there were off-duty law enforcement officers on the plane, and they have detained the individual. Goodness gracious.
2005 Roger, 5 under current issue should be subdued. And United 2005, understand your current situation. The last information I got from center was law enforcement on the flight, and the current issue should be subdued.
United 2005, it took some time, but my understanding is yes, the law enforcement officers on board have subdued him at this time.
2005, copy all, thanks, and just let me know if the situation changes. I'll pass along to the tower.
United 2005, welcome.
So here we go. Attempted skyjacking over Wisconsin. Now I have no idea who this individual is. They haven't given us the information yet. Passenger tried to breach the cockpit. Luckily, there were 5 law enforcement officers on board. So incredibly convenient. FBI agent as well. So here we go. Diverted after a 75-year-old man attempted to breach the cockpit. 75-year-old man? Deputies boarded the plane, took the passenger into custody. Officials quickly determined the man was having a confused and experienced a mental health crisis.
The 147 passengers and 6 crew on board, but just before 9 p.m., all of that changed. The captain diverting the plane to Dane County, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we'll land, take a left turn, just...
Okay, geez. High altitude terror. Passenger attempts to storm the cockpit. The aircraft safely diverted. Post 9/11 reinforced doors held, a chilling reminder of the threats inside of the cabin. Attempted skyjacking again. Passenger breached the cockpit. Attempted to at least multiple times. What the hell is happening? 1 passenger, 1 cockpit. They decided a completely different headline. Good news, the plane landed safely. Bad news, we're seeing more and more of these isolated incidents. That's a matter of fact. Panic in the skies. At one point, the air traffic controller feared that there could be a hijacking attempt. That's exactly what it is. I mean, if you're trying to get into the cockpit, I don't care what your mental state is. That's what's happening. Okay. Incidents like this is why secondary cockpit barriers are necessary. Installed physical secondary barriers are a lockable metal gate positioned between the passenger cabin and the cockpit. Its purpose is simple: provide an extra layer of security on the flight. Okay, so here's like a demonstration here. Do you think that airlines now need this? What a horrible time to be alive. I mean, I'm not normally a doomer on these things, but it didn't have to be this way. We didn't used to have a society like this. Goodness. We were warned. We were warned. Writer and political analyst from Middle East Affairs saying this.
Extremist. Let me say this in English so you can understand what I'm saying.
I have translation.
No, I know you have translation, but I just want to make sure you get it right. There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremists and terrorists coming out of Europe because of the lack of decision-making, trying to be politically correct,
wow,
or assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do. And I'm sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
Round of applause. That's completely correct. And what are we doing to ourselves? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you stay safe out there. We're praying for peace. We want the temperature to come down in this country. And peace is the best way, along with mass deportations. Save the West. It's your boy Benny.